handles all of the things that go wrong during a rental, right? If all you ever did was send equipment out, equipment comes back in, nothing goes wrong, I don't even think you'd need rental specific software. But the thing is, with construction, a lot of things happen, right? Whether it's timing or it's breakdowns or it's just a type of work requires some kind of special treatment of that equipment. The flexibility of our contracts and our transactions allow our users to be able to sort of respond to whatever happens on the job site in a way that doesn't require them to close out the contract, credit it back, and create a new contract with the sort of new set of parameters that are required, right? Having the flexibility to respond in the same contract. I wanted to talk about just creating contracts. That still happens today the way that it happened many years ago, just entering contracts through the core system. But we've also got web services that allow our customers to create different integrations that will put orders into the system, as well as a mobile web application. We've also built out an e-commerce solution as well, so our customers can log in and place orders and have that actually go directly to RentalMan and show up right where other orders entered directly through the core system would show up, right? One system of record. Once you get an order into the system, we've actually just brought a new sourcing application where so you have a reservation, right? But you haven't specified equipment yet. You've just said, I need 5 of this type of equipment. And this application will actually create, based on a rules engine, a tiered search, right? So those rental coordinators, whether they're counterfolk or a separate group, can hit a button that just says search for equipment. And then it's going to go through this rules engine that's set up by our customer and find equipment based on that criteria. Once you find that equipment, we've got a yard application that goes through and manages the staging of that equipment. And because we are writing to the same database and reading from the same database, right? Just by virtue of picking that equipment or creating that order, that's going to tell the user on their phone what they need to go find, what they need to stage, do their checklist, take some pictures, and move that along to the next step. When that lot contract goes live, we've got a dispatching application where it'll put those move orders into the logistics application so the dispatcher can go and assign that out to a driver and build a route. We've got auto routing capabilities. We have a service application, right? And what makes this maybe a little bit different from other service applications is that it goes through your operational needs, takes a look at all of your reservations and what is required to meet your operational requirements in terms of equipment. And then it'll take a look at your fleet. And if you have a situation where maybe you need equipment to go out on order, but you don't have any that are ready, maybe you've got some that are down, it's gonna put those at the top of the list and turn them red, right? To let the service manager know, these are the things that need to be fixed first. In a situation where maybe you have a breakdown on a job site, equipment that's already on rent, the work order can be created there. And if it's flagged as a field service item, that's going to push over back to our logistics application, right? So that a field service tech can be scheduled to go on site and work on that equipment, and everything that tech needs to manage the work order will also be pushed to their phone and can be synced back as soon as they, if they lose connection, it'll be synced back when they regain connection. So really, and then obviously we have some reporting capabilities. We partner with a company called Intrinsic to be able to offer a report building package. We've evolved beyond being a single application and letting that single application be the brain of the logic center for really a system of applications, so that each individual application can dig down into the day-to-day of our end user, right? Make sure they can do the job better, faster, easier, smarter than they were before.